stadium for 15 years, and they're in a state where the governor has figured out, hey, giving money for stadiums, not a good idea, so they're not going to do it. So now the Chargers move to L.A. My question for the Chargers is, how do you carve out a fan base in a city that has been perfectly aware of your football team for a very long time? You tried to play there once and it did not work. How do you actually get fans to say that the Chargers are their team when much of that city has spent their lives rooting against them?
Well, I guess that Phil Rivers is going to be looking for a 16-bedroom home in the LA area now.
That joke's always funny, right? Because he's got a lot of kids. Always funny.
No, there's some real estate agent who's looking at this like, yo, finally I can do something with this 17-bedroom haunted house.
Should back-to-back losses worry the Cavaliers?
Okay, so this is the NBA, right? And it's January, right? And Cleveland has lost a few games, and now all of a sudden we have to make it something because what else are we going to do before the playoffs start? Now, the Cavs are saying that since they made this trade to get Kyle Korver, they haven't had adequate practice time. And once they have that practice time, they'll get things going. Yeah, sounds great to me. That's how we'll do January NBA.
Keep in mind, they lost to Portland last night, and the most dimming stat as they try to fit in Korver, who didn't shoot very well, is that they had more turnovers in the game than assists. They're trying to out Golden State, and Golden State is playing a style of basketball where they started a game the other day with something like 25 or 26 straight assists. It's going to take a minute, but it's not any reason to worry.
Well, maybe LeBron is just getting tired, too many miles on those legs. Maybe they should just bench him, for the rest of the year,
Yes.
Give him a nice rest period,
He is playing a lot of minutes, though. You do have to wonder how long that's going to keep up.
Why are they still doing that, incidentally? He's like third in the league in minutes. Does that make any sense to anybody?
DJ Crowder deserved to get slapped by John Wall.
These two basketball teams really seem to have a great deal of disdain for each other. We don't care about either of them nationally. They don't like each other, though. Look what happens last night. Boston wins, and late in the game, after the game, and we've got a still shot of that. Let's go back here. Why did John Wall slap him super gently? Because of that. Right there.
That'll do it.
Right there.
That'll do it. I'm actually surprised that John Wall was as delicate about it. That being said, Jay Crowder took the only approach you can have after something like that, which is at least make it look like you're trying to get him. Getting slapped in the face, it's not chain snatching, but it ain't that far from getting your chain snatched.
I got to tell you, I am so dismayed. Do you remember when Jeff Van Gundy was hanging on to the calf of Alonzo Mourning? That's what NBA fights used to look like. Now look at this one. These guys, those wouldn't have even been fouls what they just did to each other if that had happened during the game.
Man, you got to draw the line right there. You got to draw the line right there.
Security not doing his job right there. Security just watching.
I feel like John Wall must have been like, wait a minute, I'm sorry, I would have done something sooner, except it never dawned on me this dude was going to put his finger on my nose.
But the back and forth was basically like this. You touched me super light, I can touch you lighter. Watch how lightly I touch your face now.
Well, I don't blame John Wall. How would you feel if somebody tries to pick your nose, that's not nice.
It does have a point, although it would be cool to be rich enough to have somebody whose job it was to pick your nose for you.
I can do it myself. I don't need any help. Really? I go like that. I get a good
Hey, you're supposed to pretend. You're not supposed to actually do it. Hey, can we get some wipes?
He's got a giant nostril.
Who made the more compelling hire, the Bills or the Broncos?
It's that time of year where NFL teams hire coaches and we pretend like we know something about them. Vance Joseph, he was the defensive coordinator for the Dolphins. He now is the head coach in Denver. Sean McDermott was the defensive coordinator at Carolina. He now coaches the Bills. All I know about Sean McDermott, he's been a defensive coordinator in a couple of places. I don't know how much credit you give him for what's going on in Carolina because Ron Rivera is a defensive guy too. But Vance Joseph is interesting because the defense seems to be almost autopilot in Denver. You'd think they need an offensive guy to figure out what to do with the quarterback and the line situation there. That's not what they did. That hire, way more compelling.
Vance Joseph had a lot of options because he did a good job with a Dolphins defense that didn't have very many good players outside of Cam Wake and Ndamukong Suh. But what I found interesting about what he said afterward when he got hired is, most jobs available to someone like me are broken jobs. This is not a broken job. This is a job a lot of people would like to have. They've got to find a quarterback, but they've shown you they can win without the help of one.
Also, one time for the Rooney Rule, not because Vance Joseph got this job this time, but because he interviewed in 2014, and that's when he made the positive impression that led to him getting the job now. Sometimes it takes a while on this whole we got to make y'all hire black people thing.
Nah, I haven't heard anything about these two guys though. I don't know anything about them.
I mean, we just
they
faked
are.
it, really. We just faked it.
By the way, welcome to Miami, where you can legitimately say, I've never heard of that guy, and he was the defensive coordinator.
Who's the coach of the team, Poppy? Who's the coach?
Gase.
Oh, look at that. He jumped right
Tom
in there.
Gase. That's the
No,
guy.
it's Adam Gase.
Adam.
All
I was close.
whatever.
Do you see big things for Ice Cube's 3-on-3 league?
I like the slogan, the idea behind the league. Ice Cube, there ain't bleep going on during the summer in sports. All you got is baseball. And so he's saying, I'm going to put a bunch of old guys out there, and you'll sign up just for this, right? I don't have to give you any more information than Allen Iverson, player coach, do I? Because just that enough is going to get me intrigued.
Y'all have spent your summers watching poker, okay? You spent your summers watching poker because there was nothing else to do. You're telling me I might get to watch Jason Williams play pickup basketball? Our whole time watching Jason Williams play NBA basketball, we all looked at each other and said, it'd be a lot more fun watching him play pickup basketball. I'm just asking for one thing. Have them call their own fouls, because that's how we get those good arguments that'll truly make this worth watching.
I do have one fear, though. You're excited about it, you think you might be excited about it, and then you see it. And what washes over you is undulating sadness. That is a potential problem here.
I don't know if you remember the last time they did the old timers game at the All-Star, which was basically watch your heroes destroy their own bodies. David Thompson blew out his knee. Norm Nixon blew out his knee.
I saw the guys Rodman took over to North Korea. It seemed like a good idea. Well, it seemed like a terrible idea, but those guys seemed like a good idea on the court and not so good.
Well, they want players that they used to be good in the NBA. They should hire Dwayne Wade.
Oh, Poppy!
That's right.
Ouch!
That's right. Why?
Ah!
That's right.
Well, what about Rondo? It sounds like he's going to need a job soon.
That too, Rondo. Coming up next on my son's TV show, we talk to Ice Cube.
He's like, man, you think you this cool, man? You know, I'm going to slam you in that freezer, pull you out as an ice cube, and then we'll see how cool you are after that.
My son's TV show is brought to you by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Joining us today at the beach is Ice Cube.
One of the best rappers to ever do it. He's launching the Big Three this summer. It's a 3-on-3 basketball league featuring former NBA players like player coach Allen Iverson. Let's talk to him. Who surprised you that they liked gangster rap? Who was somebody that might surprise the audience where you were like, wait a minute, you were a fan of NWA?
Oh, man, Amy Trask is a big fan of NWA. She used to run the Raiders, and big fan of NWA. And it's crazy because it's a little white lady.
I imagine that happened a lot, though, right? Because you guys did absolutely speak to a group of people who are now adults, and I'm guessing that happened a lot where you were always surprised. Like, really, you liked what we were doing then?
Without a doubt. You know, you got lawyers and doctors and people, you know, who are really supposed to, you know, be listening to, you know, I don't know, Kenny G or somebody, and they listening to Ice Cube and NWA. So, you know, the music was, I guess, that, you know, I guess that fiery and it, you know, it just grabbed your attention, and everybody felt the honesty, and Dr. Dre's producing, and you got to be with it.
If I had told you back then when you're hanging out with Eazy-E, okay, this is going to become something where you're going to make family movies. You're going to be somebody who children love. If I had told you that your career would have included some of the kinds of movies that you've made, you would have said what to me back then?
I would ask you how. You know, how this is going to happen, man. Because, you know, it's a trip. You know, we doing NWA, we doing our thing, but we watching all kind of movies. We having fun. You know, one of our funniest movies that we used to love to watch was Hollywood Shuffle. You know, we would watch movies like Home Alone, everything. So growing up watching movies, I watched everything. So being in those kind of movies is not a big deal, but I just wouldn't know how it was going to happen. That's what I would really probably be the most curious about, like how do I go from there to here?
But like, say it's 1992 and you just put out death certificate and then somebody asks you, how would you like to do a family movie? How do you think you would have taken it then?
I'd probably tell them to get out of my face because they're trying to kill my career.
When you look at your professional resume, just professional, what one thing are you proudest of? What project or one thing would you point to and say, yeah, I'm glad that has my name on it?
Friday, the movie Friday. Because at the time, you know, I had done a few movies, but I had never wrote a movie, and I wrote that movie with my man DJ Pooh. I had never produced a movie. That was my first time. And I had never starred in a comedy, which was my first time, and it's become a cult classic. And you know, for your first time out doing something, to have something, you know, that major is one of my proudest achievements.
Can you tell us something about Friday that most people don't know? Give us a secret. Give us something that people are always surprised to learn about the filming or the producing, the making of Friday.
We shot it in 20 days, and we shot it in Gary Gray's neighborhood, and they hated us around there. They was like, it was cool when we first got there for the first week, but man, by the third week, man, we had people cussing us out. Why I can't get to my house? Man, lady, we filming. Hold up. This is my damn neighborhood. So we had all kind of stuff going on. You know, we had, you know, gangbangers coming by the set telling us, you know, they was trying to tax us. And we was like, nah, man, you ain't about to tax nothing. You know, we do this right here. So, you know, we had a couple little things that happened, but it was all good. It all added to the flavor of the movie.
Wait a minute. Tell us one of those stories. How does that conversation go? A neighborhood tax, like just to film here? This isn't the city commission. You're talking about just gang members saying, here, give me money for filming here.
Yeah, man, y'all in our hood, man, you know, give us money. We was like, man, craft service this way, man. If you want a Snickers and grab a free soda, you can have that, but ain't no money coming. Ain't no money back. We done paid everybody we can pay.
My father had something for you. Go ahead, Poppy.
Ice Cube. How do you get the nickname Ice Cube?
Oh, man, my brother gave me that nickname. You know, I was young. He's older than me, so, you know, he had girls calling the house all the time. And, you know, puberty is a monster of its own. So I was trying to holler at him, you know. He ain't here. He with another girl. Won't you come over here and holler at me? So he caught wind of this. And he's like, man, you think you this cool, man, you know? I'm going to slam you in that freezer, pull you out as an ice cube, and then we'll see how cool you are after that. So I'm like, okay. So when I go out on the block, I'm like, man, don't call me O'Shea no more. It's Cube, Ice Cube. You know, now I'm making money with it, so joke's on him.
But were you still trying to holler at the girls when they called?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Got to holler.
Dan, he hasn't reached puberty yet.
All right, thank you, Poppy. Nobody asked you for that. Don't laugh at that, Cube. That's not funny. See you later. We're happy to have you on. Thank you, sir.
Oh, man, God bless y'all, man. Thanks for having me.
I am through like I'm 2 Chainz, riding in that Mayweather with your booth in. Every summer I pop up with some new chains, and these bandmates filled with them blue things, and this on my back like my Fendi. You need to END the envy, and the troopers stop my car just to frisk me. Big stash in it. They think that it is empty. Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that has a lot of loose skin. Do you question?
Give us topics and events. We question.
Do you question whether this was cool?
All right, this is Andrew Dockage. His father is Dan Dockage, who somehow shut Michael Jordan down in an NCAA tournament game. Anyway, he's a walk-on at Michigan. He doesn't really play, and, well, look what happens.
Sorry to bother you, Coach. We got to talk to one of your players. Okay.
Dan Dockage's son is 5'0".
Andrew Dockage. Dockage? Yeah. See here?
Yeah.
Right here?
It's come to our attention that your conduct on campus is related to a number of ongoing investigations. Your involvement in such matters will require your immediate presence in front of the university compliance office right now.
Okay.
Please grab your hat and coat. You'll be escorted to the compliance office. Upon there, you'll sign the papers to be awarded a full men's basketball scholarship for the 2017 winter term at the university.
Yeah, look at that though, the right side of the room. Yeah, look at, I want you guys to notice here, there's something interesting happening. There are a whole lot of white guys who think that's funny and great, and the one black guy is looking around. Did you notice that on the right side, looking around like, that's not funny when you're bringing the police in here.
Yeah, if you don't play it on taking off your clothes, don't be coming here pretending to be no police.
Let's see that again, the right side of the room. That is funny. The black guy's looking around like, wait a minute, this isn't funny.
No. That's worth noting. There are two Americas. Americans that think that the police are a joke, and the rest of us who know they are not. Yeah, my man, right there next to the cop.
Yeah, right there.
Get away from me, man.
Right there. Look, he doesn't think any of that is funny.
Well, it also is entirely possible that that young man is one of the scholarship dudes and he has no idea who this guy is behind him.
Do you question if a 5-star recruit should have to use this move in a high school game?
Trae Young is the best or the second best point guard in high school basketball coming out. We go out to Oklahoma to check him out.
He's on defense here.
He steals it. Oh, that's pretty good right there.
Wow.
But yeah, you got to make the shot. Oh, it was a walk. That's a good move, though. That's quick thinking right there.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
But he shuffled the foot.
I mean, just to be clear, he didn't do that because he had to. He did that entirely because he wanted to. Unfortunately, that's a great way to get a hater to punch you in the face. Like, you got to think about that for a second because that was pretty disrespectful.
I know one guy who wishes he had a ball underneath its legs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I feel bad for that kid.
Every time I feel bad for him.
I mean, and just think about like how much of a dork you got to feel that the dork holding the ball made you into the dork in the situation.
Do you know what that part of the body is called? The coccyx.
That is correct.
Really?
I
That's
was
right.
wondering where you
Man,
were going.
you gotta know
with
your
that.
anatomy.
I mean,
You gotta be on ESPN. You gotta cover all your angles.
Yes, the coccyx. 6 of them.
Do you question shredding on fresh pow pow?
They told me what this is about, but I don't remember.
They did. Is it snow? Powder?
Oh, okay. Oh, powder. I don't hang out in places where they use this kind of slang.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. This is the drawback. Oh, my God.
Oh.
That screaming does not sound like this was expected. That does not sound like the screaming of joy.
No.
Oh, this is horrifying. My father's giggling, but this is totally horrifying.
Wow. Still moving, right? That looked like quicksand.
Buddy.
Wow.
Holy bro. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Holy
That was a little scary.
Yeah. Yeah, the earth opened up its mouth and wanted to eat you. Yeah, it was a little scary.
You know, it could have been worse.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. That guy.
No, that's not worse. I disagree.
No. Like, that powder seemed to be soft. That just looked like ice.
I disagree. In terms of fear at the moment,
Okay.
I think the other one
There's
is
fear,
scarier.
and then there's just pain.
Right.
I'll take fear greater than pain.
Time to play the game that has sticky hands. See? Or no?
Tell us what's on television tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued or not. Careful, Bomani.
On Fox Sports Southwest, Lakers and Spurs.
Like everyone else, right? We'll check in with the Spurs in the postseason unless they're playing Golden State. Here is the last 6 seconds of a recent game. Spurs, Bucks, last 6 seconds.
There you go. Oh, it looked like Manu was going to come off there. Oh, they missed Ginobili. They find him now for 3.
Oh,
Found himself too far.
so
behind the
well
back
drawn
line.
up, Bomani. Wide open, perfectly
And the
timed.
Milwaukee Bucks. Stop.
I don't feel like the Bucks should even be allowed to celebrate that. That is the right response right over here. That is how Ginobili left the game that night.
That's
Poppy,
hard, man. That's hard.
Poppy, are you intrigued? Are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued because I'm telling you something. The Lakers are winning games. They're on a hot streak, buddy. I'm telling you, they got a young team. They got new legs. They got a new coach. They got the whole package now. So Popovich is going to have a hard time against the Lakers.
Name some Lakers, because I feel like you used some code there. Whole package.
Oh, I
They
got Swaggy P.
Yeah.
I got Marcelo Huertas. I got Roy Hibbert. I got,
Roy Hibbert.
Just name anybody that ever played for the Lakers before.
Also-
Gail Goodrich,
They're good.
AC Green,
Also, they're 4-6 in their last 10, so they're not exactly hot.
Cedric Ceballos.
On Fox, My Kitchen Rules.
Celebrities, real celebrities, or pseudo-reality stars celebrities are competing against each other to see who cooks the best party, cooks the best meal, and throws the best party. What do we got?
Cook party.
Corn is the most miraculous vegetable. By the time it goes through your digestive system, it puts itself back together.
You know their names.
Ray J.
Yeah, I know you. I saw the video.
You love their style.
I'm not an apron guy.
Now they're opening their homes for dinner.
Boom, boom.
And serving up drama.
Brandy Glanville came to win. Won some $1 bills. Make it rain. Woo, woo.
How did you become good friends?
Our spouses each other.
Now we're talking.
Andrew Dice Clay and his wife Valerie.
How you doing?
Lance Bass and his mom. Naomi Judd and Larry Strickland.
Yes.
Brandy Glanville and Dean Sherman.
This is not what I do to make money.
Brandy.
What?
And Ray J.
Ow, let's eat.
That is the entire package. I'm becoming like a regular Wolfbang putt.
Oh.
My Kitchen Rules this January on Fox.
Wolfbang puck. Really, Dice? We're still doing that? Bomani, are you intrigued?
Here for it. And the only reason I'm here for it is to see how uncomfortable all those dudes are with Ray J walking around and all those women walking around like, no, I wasn't looking at Ray J. I don't know what you're talking about.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Boy, I'm telling you something. If there is food, I'm going to be in. I don't care. You know, I want to go from kitchen to kitchen, trying all the new recipes, all the hot herbs, you know, the appetizers, everything. Everything.
Hot
That's
d'oeuvres.
right.
I mean, it's kind of.
I'm telling you.
Hot d'oeuvres.
I gotta say, hot d'oeuvres sounds more appetizing than hors d'oeuvres. Y'all got some hot d'oeuvres?
Hot d'oeuvres.
Hey man, let me get some of them hot d'oeuvres, man.
Hot d'oeuvres.
Hot d'oeuvres. That's all the time we have today. Thank you for watching.
Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. See you mañana.
Look out there in the water, buddy. My drug shipment is coming in. It's a big one this time.
Don't say that in front of the thing.
Shipment.